So now let's get into UAN CV Partners LP. The industry is fertilizer. All right. Petroleum coke fertilizer. Our headquarters, Sugarland. And so this is an old screenshot from when I first announced it. It was at 150 bucks. All right. My cost per share is 93.79 currently. And last share price was 81.80. Remember, long-term investing here. We're in a recession in America. These are when you want to buy when prices aren't high, because when the next bull run comes, it's a lot easier to sell and you're not at overvaluations. All right. And so when I introduced the stock, it was only at a 22% dividend yield at 100 bucks, but now it's at 40 because it's at 80 bucks. All right. And so that's something to keep in mind. And so when in your own time, you should need to check out this article. Corn is key for nitrogen fertilizer success. So what this company truly does is, again, it's a fertilizer company, but it's nitrogen fertilizer. And what they do is they mostly fertilize corn. Corn is one of the most produced products, vegetables in America. We have so many cornfields, and the demand is getting higher again. And that's why the price of this has been raising. This used to be a stock under 50 bucks, but we've been in a corn bull run per se, and demand is getting higher. All right. And so as long as demand is staying where it is for this, the stock price should remain within these higher up levels, if not go up further. Okay. And we'll get into the commodity pricing, the bushels, but let's get into the gematria real quick and see what we got. We have CVR petroleum coke fertilizer, 330 English ordinal, 33. Petroleum coke fertilizer 2024, 133 English reduction. CV Partners LP with dividend, we have 313 English ordinal, 133 English reduction. So all these 33s, this is what I like to see. One of their facilities, big facility, is Coffeyville Resources Nitrogen Fertilizers LLC, 222 reduction. CVR Partners stock, 222 English ordinal. We have urea ammonium nitrate. That's why you have that UAN. That's what it is. With Pluto in Aquarius, 330 English Sumerian. Okay, so that's great to see with the Sumerian cipher. Then we get nitrogen fertilizer and maize. Maize is corn, 303 ordinal. High corn price, 133 English ordinal. High maize price, 137 ordinal. We have corn futures, 52 reduction, the money number, 137 in reverse. We have petroleum coke fertilizer will excel with Pluto in Aquarius, 666 English ordinal. I just felt that was kind of interesting. We'll see how that plays out. I don't really have an analyst on that. Then we have corn, UAN stock, both equaling 23 English reduction. We have corn price and UAN stock price equaling 56 English reduction. And we have high corn price, high UAN stock price, 88 English reduction. So let's get into some of the fundamentals of this company. Really good balance sheet. Honestly, solid balance sheet for what the company and the dividend. I am blown away. So hopefully, if the corn prices stay up, the price will stay up as well. And so assets on hand, they have 1.12 billion. The liabilities is 713 million. So the net equity is 402 million. So they're highly in the positive with their equity, right? And so their liabilities in the current is 113.35 mil. Their long term, which we just talked about earlier, 600 million. With shares outstanding, 10.5 million. That's why it's a high share price. There's not a lot of shares outstanding. Now let's look at the net equity and the fair value. All right, and this is what I look for if I want to buy or not. So the net equity, if the total liabilities at fair value is at 38 bucks and 9 cents. All right. Well, you might say, well, the price is at 80. That means this is highly overvalued then. Why would you buy it? Again, a stock market is always forward looking, and sometimes you have to pay at a premium. And what I've been doing for companies, I've been looking at taking out the long-term liabilities in a lot of senses, because again, it doesn't affect the day-to-day business bottom line. So when looking at the net equity with just current liabilities, when you exclude the long-term liabilities, it's the fair value is 94 bucks and 51 cents. And so with that in mind, you go back to a share price right now of 81.80, and I have the fair value price only minusing the current liabilities at 94.51. Now you're looking at a good discount to buy, right? And so that's how I see it, and that's why I bought an extra share. And so this is just a screenshot from the company website. And on the About Us page, they have just a stock photo of corn. So corn is a big ordeal for this company. If corn prices stay up, they'll still stay up. All right. And our company benefits from positive trends in the nitrogen fertilizer market. We believe that as a pure play nitrogen fertilizer company, we are well positioned to benefit from positive trends in the nitrogen fertilizer market in general, in the UAN market in particular, including strengthening demand, tightening supplies, and rising crop prices, and increased corn acreage. So a lot of corn has been being produced lately because we need it for ethanol, mixed fuels, and everything like that. And so I have a chart of the corn futures. So it's 560 right now. So equate that to $5.68 per bushel. So that's the corn price right now, about $5.50 per bushel of corn. Historically, it's kind of high right now, but I don't see it going much further. And if it stays in the fives, or if it goes up to the sixes soon, UAN is going to be receiving a lot of profits, And I see it in the gematria. $5 corn bushel profit for UAN stock, 133 English reduction. $5 maize bushel profit for UAN stock, boom, 137 English reduction, the 33rd prime. So it's telling you, if it's staying in this range, we're in the money. If it's staying in this range, if it stays in 5 or even goes up higher, we're in the money. And that's what I think it's going to do. It's a high wire act. I can't predict the future, but in recessions, commodities, crops, food, fertilizer, it becomes that more important, especially if we decide to go to war, which is also a possibility. So I don't think it's going to get to the 4s and whatnot. And it's a stock that, I periodically buy. I only have 3 shares in the 5 months I've been doing the dividend pack. So it's something just, you slow burn on.